Hello.
My people won't allow it.
Not for us. The Angara would have been slaughtered by the count.
Ungrateful prick.
Hello, I'm Dr. Chaos. Welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. Last time, we quickly went back to the Citadel for a bit before finally coming to this world, which is where all the those who were exiled from the Nexus is set out.
Beautiful ship.
Too bad Sloan said it was hands off.
Even your spare knife.
We'll find a way. We always.
What are you doing to these people?
No more talk.
Nothing they weren't
Sick of your
expecting.
shit.
Court's got two rules. No guns and pay your protection fees.
You've got a gun.
So what's that you're holding?
Outcasts don't have to abide by the rules, just enforce them. You got a problem with that? You can join these assholes.
Pathfinder, it will be difficult to find the spy if you're barred from the city.
Guess that's true.
What was that?
Nothing. I'll be on my way.
Creep.
We are gonna have to kick this place into gear at some point, aren't we? Why does it take so long to open these doors?
Pathfinder.
How do you know?
The Collective makes a point of knowing.
You sound more like information brokers than pirates.
The two
Oh,
aren't mutually exclusive.
Who is the Charlotte?
The Charlatan is our lead.
You take ord?
I've met representatives.
Just like the Shadow Broker,
people who
basically.
speak for the Charlatan and carry out whoever the Charlatan is. That's enough for me.
Even if that...
Survival is an ugly... If the initiative proved reasonable, I'm sure the Charlatan would be willing to work with the Nexus.
Let's say I was interested in...
You're more high profile than... If you have potential, our...
And then what?
For some, that's it. Others may have to pass a test. It's
What's going on?
officially,
Unofficially?
lines are being drawn, Pathfinder. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I might have to boot the Outcasts out
Thanks for your
if the
time.
Collective proves a lot
Of
more.
course.
A lot better for some people.
Hey!
Piss off.
You order, you pay.
I said.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
I've got time for a drink.
Shayna, but you can call me Reyes. I hate code names.
I was expecting someone more Angaran.
The Resistance pays me to supply information, among other things.
So you're a smuggler.
Your man, Venterev, was arrested by Sloane Kelly, leader of the Outcasts. Word spread about what he did to Moshae Sefa. The people are calling for his execution. And Sloane? She's a woman of the people.
I like her already.
Well,
She's never met me.
you work for the Initiative. Sloane was part of the uprising on the Nexus. I doubt she'll give Ven up easily.
She can't stop me.
I'm taking him, with or without her permission.
We're gonna be friends, you and I. There might be another way to get to Ven. You work Sloane. I'll talk to the Resistance.
How do I contact you if things go south?
Hey, you gotta pay.
Keep the change.
Always do.
To be fair, we didn't ask for the drink. What is with these doors?
Sam, tell me about Sloane Kelly.
Before joining the Initiative as head of Nexus Security, Miss Kelly served in the Alliance with a nearly spotless record.
Nearly?
She was involved in multiple altercations with other officers.
A hothead. Great.
Okay.
With me.
Yeah, the collective ends up being a lot more reasonable than the outlaws. Then, well, know who I'm gonna side with if given the option.
No funny business.
Brogans.
Focus defenses here and here. The Ket have been quiet for too long. What?
You must be Sloane Kelly.
I know who you are. So, what brings a Pathfinder to our humble port?
Venterev. Name ring any bells?
What's he to you? And don't lie to me.
I need him so I can infiltrate a Ket flagship. You've obviously got no love for the Ket. I'm doing you a favor.
Kadara is an Angaran port. They want Ven dead, and I want to keep them happy.
This is bigger than local politics.
You don't need Ven. You need his intel. Talk to him before I put his head on a spike.
Yeah.
I can work with that.
See? No reason we can't be civilized.
I should have brought refreshments.
Give the Pathfinder access to the holding cells.
Yes, sir.
I do not like her. Another reason to side with the collective. But I wonder if the collective is basically the shadow bro. Wonder if the Shadow Broker has extended some tendrils all the way out here. If Liara might have had some influence out in and extended the Shadow Broker's network out here.
Plenty of armor for new recruit. Don't touch the prisoner. And the only thing that passes between you two are words. Got it?
Absolutely. I won't cause trouble.
What do you want?
The Archon's ship. Where is it?
This a new interrogation tactic? Sloane's getting lazy.
I don't answer to Sloane. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
The one who rescued the Moshae. I know who you are, and what happened on Vold.
Then help me.
You can still make this right, Ven. Tell me what I need to know.
Making it right won't save my life.
But it could save others. The Archon's ship. Where is it?
I never saw it. Got my orders from a Ket transponder. But you could use its frequency to triangulate the Archon's location.
Do you still have it?
I buried it before I was arrested. Should still be outside the city.
Thanks for the intel.
Don't you want to know why I did it? Why I betrayed the Moshae?
Not particularly. But sure.
Enlighten me.
We're losing the war against the Ket, and still, Ephra puts my brothers and sisters in danger to protect a useless old woman.
So you took things into your own hands.
I made the call he wouldn't. The Archon only wanted the Moshae. I thought if I gave her up...
Do you know that...
I didn't know what the Ket were doing to my people.
You resent Ephra, so the Archon used that against you.
If Ephra was a better leader... it doesn't matter. And I'll accept the consequences.
Pathfinder, the communicator is buried outside the ceasefire zone. I suggest bringing a squad.
Yep.
Vetra, Drac, are you back from... whatever it was you were doing?
Yep, our completely legitimate business deal went off without a hitch.
Benefit of bringing a Krogan along.
Tell Gil to prep the Nomad. I need to go outside the city.
You've all seen a dead body before. Move along. The charlatan strikes again.
If you would like, Pathfinder, I could provide an analysis of the deceased. He's Angaran. There are multiple lacerations on the face and abdomen.
Another body? I don't get paid enough for this shit.
There's been more than one murder?
7 by my count, but that's all I know.
Perhaps Mr. Vidal would have more information, Pathfinder.
When the initiative failed us. Sloane remains strong.
Did she?
You okay?
What? Oh, yeah, of course.
Maybe you should freak out more quietly then, so you don't draw attention to yourself.
Shit, Was I that obvious?
Yeah. What's going on?
I joined the Outcasts a few weeks ago. Titus tasked me with collecting protection fees. Thought it'd be easy. But we talked to so many people. I got the names mixed up and banished someone who paid their fee.
They didn't protest it?
Of course, she did. But they all do. We don't really listen.
You just...
You don't have to guilt trip me. I thought about looking for her. I need this job to feed my little brother. Our mom's still in cryo on the Nexus. He's got no one else.
I'll look for her.
Remy Tamayo. She would have gone to the slum. The warden might know. Remember?
Okay. Well, down into the slums we go. Vetra seems to know the local area. Oh, we're gonna chuck an outpost down here?
A city under a city.
At the center is Tartarus, a nightclub.
Don't cause trouble. What do you want?
Relax, I'm not...
Get on with it then.
I better get going. Just...
Come talk to me. I'll make it worthwhile. You're that initiative big shot, aren't you?
Some might say that.
Don't fret. I'm not gonna hit you up for anything. Nothing specific, at least. You could say I'm disillusioned with the exiles. People here can't... So, I got no love for any of them.
Get to the point.
Shit. Fine. Outlaws got innovative ways of putting stuff together. You should check out Outlaw Tech. You remember who gave...
So basic.
Sanjeev Clement. Terrible way to die.
I give it 10 minutes before we get knifed.
Sorry, if you're looking for a dance, I'm off the clock.
What's it like?
Better than... Had to get away from my crazy family in the Milky Way. My brother, Conrad, well, he's a couple of quarts low on EZO, if you know what I mean. But now I'm here, and it's great. That Sloane Kelly, she's like, hey, you bastard, lick my boots, kiss my ring, and then call up my brother, Conrad.
Right.
That's not gonna work, buddy.
Tell her to call later. I'm drinking. And leave the bottle. Ryder, glad you're here. I'm sure you've heard about the murders.
There's a fresh body outside Crawlers. Some of the locals say it's the charlatan's handiwork.
I don't buy it. The charlatan is discreet, careful.
Yeah.
Whoever did this wanted the bodies found.
Making a statement.
But to who?
The killer could be unhappy with how Sloane's running things.
Less than a third of the victims are outcasts. No. If I was a betting man, and I am, I'd say it was the Rokar.
Why would Rokar be in Kadara port?
It's Angaran built, and before Sloane, Angaran run.
Yeah, okay.
I think the Rokar came here looking for new recruits, and things got out of hand.
And the Angara victims? How do they fit into your theory?
I did some digging. All of the deceased Angara were public Milky Way sympathizers.
So the victims either were from the Milky Way...
Or supported.
Or supported us.
Yeah.
It's the only pattern I could find.
An Angaran port run by aliens would be a prime target for their cause.
Problem is, I've got no proof. And the Resistance doesn't want to antagonize the Rokar.
Guessing that's where I come in.
I need that fancy AI of yours. People are scared, Ryder. This is your opportunity to win friends in Kadara port.
Looks like I'm adding detective to my growing list of titles.
Detectives find things, and you're...
A pathfinder. Yeah, I got it.
One of the crime scenes isn't far. Give me a...
Yep. Oh, they're dancing can rival shepherds.
My. Look who's crossed my path.
Nilkenrensis.
Not many places Mariette and I could have ended up. Other than dead, of course.
So your wife stuck by you?
Surprised? I told her the truth. She struggled with it. That day on Eos, I did what was necessary to survive. Mariette sees that. Turns out this life suits us. There's freedom in living by your wits. And we've had to rely on each other completely.
I'm glad some good has come of this.
I'm sure you've been racked with worry. I suppose I should thank you. So thank you, Pathfinder. I'll give Mariette your best.
Yep.
A moment. Want to make some easy credits?
Depends.
Only if it's legal.
As you may know, Kadara's most valuable trade is scrap and resources stolen from the Nexus. But that well's running dry.
I'm not stealing for you.
Not my goal. My focus is resources native to Andromeda. I have it on good authority there's a large barite going to...
You don't say.
I sent a surveyor to check it out, but he hasn't returned. All I need from you is peace of mind.
Yeah.
Send me his last nap.
Much
Okay. Okay. Ace. I'm not dancing.
How toxic can it be?
They should have stayed on the Nexus.
You're lucky to be alive. You look well enough. My patients are usually leaking from somewhere.
No leaking here. Just seeing all Kadara has to offer.
A tourist, huh?
Pathfinder, actually.
One survived. Could have used you when we got to Helios. Dr. Ryota Nakamoto. I used to work as the outcast. Quit after Sloane turned what should have been a medical breakthrough into a drug.
Not surprising.
She's a criminal. What did you expect?
She wasn't always like this. Life since the Nexus, it's changed all of us. When we arrived on Kadara, I found a local...
Quite the find.
It was, until I discovered the drug is addictive and induces hallucinations in large doses. I took my concerns to Sloane. All she saw was an opportunity to make a... But beyond stealing back my formula, there's no way to stop her.
So let's steal the formula.
Yeah, sure.
Are you crazy? It's heavily
You don't have to.
The formula's in my old lab.
Yeah, we'll get that done. Don't worry.
You should get some soup. It'll help. What's in it?
Just broth made from local
Did you just pocket?
Nothing, I swear.
Fuck off. This one's ours.
Looting's wrong. This guy for real?
Looting is wrong. What a little bitch.
Let's not antagonize them further, Pathfinder.
Why? What are they gonna do?
If you're thinking,
What do you know about the situation out there?
you might say I'm warden of the Badlands. It's not a place for tourists. Tough beyond these walls.
What does tough look like?
A graveyard of people who are either dead or soon will be. Badlands are Kadara's dumping ground. Like a giant.
You mean?
Yep. Worst of the worst. The water's toxic. Yeah. So have at it. Knock yourself out.
I'm looking for a Remy Tamayo. Any idea where I might find her?
Tamayo.
She is innocent. The out...
Well, shit. That's never happened before.
I'm sure.
As far as you know.
Don't get smart, Pathfinder. Last time I saw your girl, she was talking with Johan and his crew. Nasty bunch. I'll send you the nav point to their last known location. Prepare for a fight.
Yeah.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
So are we gonna... Oh, and there's a bunch of stuff. Okay, cool.
It'd be pretty if not for the burning water, and the exiles, and the smell.
Alright, Sam. Show me what we've got.
Kadara's water is dense with sulfide minerals, the oxidation of which produces toxic streams and lakes.
Never liked swimming much anyways.
That is fortunate. Even the Nomad's shields cannot withstand the water's corrosive properties. The presence of monoliths suggests a vault that might reduce the acidity. However, outlaws, pirates, and other unsavory exiles inhabit Kadara's hills. The further you travel from the mountain, the more dangerous it will become.
Good to know. Let's get out there.
Wonder how many drunk idiots have fallen in there.
Enemies incoming! Let's see you deal with this!
Taking in the view?
It's spectacular. These sulfur pools are dumping grounds for bodies. People hide all sorts of evidence out here.
And Kadara just keeps getting worse.
My name's Cineris. One day there'll be a reckoning for all these murders. I'm trying to collect the evidence and account for the victims.
That's just bleeding heart crusader crap. I'd rather collect whatever's on the bodies and make some cash.
This is Drexel, a leech. I'd prefer to shoot him, but that would kind of go against the whole grain of my work. These cesspools are scattered everywhere. If you find any bodies...
Yeah.
Or let me know, and I'll thank...
Ow, shit! Okay, don't touch that.
Oh, damn it! Damn it!
Yep, still hurts. Yep, still hurts.
This body was dumped here, as Daenerys claimed. I have recorded the location and relevant DNA information for any future investigation. The locker contains personal items. It is registered to the Parchero.
Parchero? This is from the Solarian Army.
Oh.
So they're here.
It looks like a salvage team is hunting down these lockers. Meaning there's more. The Solarians are out there somewhere. Damn, that hurts.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Okay.
Here they come!
So what do you really think? Aya or Kadara?
Kadara, no question. I'll pick unpredictable over beautiful any day.
Well, the thing with Kadara is it has, well, the thing with Aya is it has a small portion of it's, you know, beautiful and actually working. The rest of it, though, is a volcanic wasteland. Kadara, you just can't drink anything because all the water is.
Reloading!
Giving it everything I got.
Right between the eyes.
Okay, that is
That's it.
that is goofy, just being able to shoot through the ceiling. Piercing sniper rifle. Very, very fun. But yeah, that should also work against, you know, just barricades and stuff. So I don't need to wait for guys to stick their head out of cover.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Got 'em all.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Look at Kadara Port up there. It's like the exiles are playing King of the Mountain.
I think you mean Queen of the Mountain. There it is. Last known location of this Johann guy. Hopefully Remy's inside. And alive.
Warden said Johann ran a nasty crew. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Don't think they're gonna invite us in for coffee?
Looks like outlaws.
I need to improve the piercing if I want on the sniper if I want to do some things.
All right, let's find Remy. Are you all right?
They were going to eat me.
I know.
They brought a group of us here from the slums, said we'd be safe. I'm the only one left.
You survived. That's what matters.
I'm not even supposed to be out here. I paid my protection fee.
I know. The outcast who wrongly...
Are they going to...
At the very least. Grayson, I found...
Thank God. I'll send...
Thank you.
I think we're going to swing up and around to the vault. Well, not to the vault, to one of the monoliths.
Did you leave many people behind in the Milky Way?
No, parents are gone, but my old unit could still be alive.
Yeah, some of my contacts might be kicking around. Isn't it weird saying things like that while knowing you'll never see them again?
No stranger than them being 600 years older than we are.
If we're getting into the deep stuff, we need a few stiff drinks first.
Oh
You
yeah.
started it, you're buying.
But the Asari live for hundreds upon hundreds of years. Same, I think. Obviously, it would be the same with the Turians then. Kroger's also live a while, you know, Drax.
Looks like those exiles stole tech from the port. We should be careful.
Data detected in this area.
Looks like the Collective tried to get a ransom out of the outcasts. Wonder if it worked.
The attached nav point has been removed, Pathfinder. I can't determine the exchange location.
Hostiles ahead!
I mean, might as well poke our nose into all of those.
Dr. Nakamoto's lab. He did say it was heavily armed.
Don't hurt me. Please, don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Give me the Oblivion formula, and you've got nothing to fear. Who are you?
Dr. Arena Ferenth. Ryota sent you, didn't he? With a sob story about Sloan misusing his medical breakthrough.
Something like that.
Oblivion wasn't his breakthrough, it was ours.
Well, either way, it should be destroyed.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Because I'm not hiding behind a false shield of morality. We always meant Oblivion to be a highly addictive drug. That it has medicinal value was a coincidence.
Then why did Dr. Nakamoto quit the Outcasts?
Ryota didn't quit. He was fired. Pushed Sloan for a bigger cut. You've had what, one conversation with him? I've known Ryota for years.
But you're different.
I place survival above credits. Give Ryota the formula, and I'm as good as dead. Sloan will see to that.
I've seen Sloane's outfit. Not a lot of doctors.
She'll see it as cooperating with the enemy. Loyalty's more important to Sloan than brains.
I'm not buying it, I'm taking
You're
it.
lying about Dr. Nakamoto to keep the formula.
You willing to bet my life on that?
Yep.
Fuck you.
That smile that Ryder had on his face. I mean, either way, it's a drug. Yeah. So we're going to go up to and deal with this monolith, then we're going to come up and swing around. But yeah. See you next time. Goodbye.